Do you ever wonder what children think about big topics like sustainability? Out of curiosity and to entertain myself, I went around asking children a question. What do you think sustainability is? I received many interesting responses. None of them were far away from the truth, but they were all partial answers. As the topic itself is very general, simple, yet complex all at once. My 6-year-old daughter believes that sustainability is all about the sea turtles. That if the sea turtle is happy, then sustainability is achieved. She would refuse to use plastic straws so the turtles won't choke on them. She would save water so the turtles will have more ocean to swim in. And many, many other turtle-related initiatives. Somehow, she's completely right. Think about it. If that turtle had plastic-free oceans, protected from unsustainable fishing, swimming in clear water without the threat of acidification due to high levels of CO2, if that turtle can ride warm, familiar currents towards migration destinations, reaching to protected shores not affected by waste-filled beaches and rising sea levels, if that turtle can check off her list all these environmental disasters, then yes, it could mean that we are all living on a healthy blue planet. Another boy answered, "Sustainability is being nice to my little brother and to our dog." His answer covers another pillar of sustainability, the social pillar. Taking care of the very young and the very old. All people are equal. Those were other answers related to social sustainability. No matter what age we are at, we are all built in a way that enables us to know what's right. What's right now, and what's right for years to come, not just this moment. As we grow up, we start to justify our actions. Those actions that go against that gut feeling. This is not right. This will not last. This is not sustainable. We continue to rationalize our behavior as individuals, as societies, as a human race. And it always comes down to what we want right now versus what we need later. Most of the other children answers were generally about green energy and recycling. Personally, what I knew about sustainability was merely green building code when I was in the construction industry. I would apply the code, not knowing why, or understanding its overall impact. I must admit, my passion for sustainability and environmental issues started because of Netflix, Tudum, that and the need to learn Spanish. Those documentaries, although entertaining and generally informative, they don't even begin to cover all interconnections and dimensions of the matter. I started segregating my trash, recycling, switched to reusable grocery bags. And then I saw a documentary. It's called Cowspiracy. That's cows and conspiracy. Cowspiracy. Don't worry, the cows are not scheming to take over the world. But it seems that animal agriculture is. The show reveals the horrific consequences of having too many cows and the expensive price the ecosystem has to pay. It's not just the cows, of course. It's large factory farming consuming land, energy, and water to produce commercial unhealthy food. That's the real threat. Did you know the carbon footprint of one burger is 2.8 kilograms of CO2? To put that in perspective, that's like driving your car for 8 miles. One burger. That show opened the green Pandora box. My passion for the environment, climate change, and sustainability grew bigger. So big, I decided to proceed with my postgrad studies in the sustainable built environment. And that is when I realized I knew so little about sustainability. To me, sustainability was redefined. Over the years in general, sustainability was defined and redefined multiple times to expand and include new aspects under its 3 main pillars: environmental, social, and economic. Sustainability is not just renewable energy. It's not just managing population or water crisis or waste management. World Commission on Environment and Development defines sustainability as the development that meets the present generation needs without compromising the needs of the future generation. 35 years later, and we are still using the same definition, but in a 2-dimensional space. What are the needs of the present generation? Do we accommodate our development based on our needs, or do we limit our needs based on the environment's capabilities? Can we have both? And where does that sweet spot exist? If we ask the question to a child living in Africa, what do you think sustainability is? His answer will differ from a child living here in the UAE or Asia or Europe. The difference is purely based on his needs and his challenges. Those needs will vary across the globe, but they are all shared, and they add up. See, it's because that child won't recognize that what happens in Asia affects him living in Africa. Therefore, the basic needs of one will compromise the needs of another. Going back to the definition, without compromising the needs of the future generation. What about the present generation in different regions of the world? It applies. We all share the problem, and that's why we must share the solution. My interest for the point of view of the children increased, but I wanted more specific answers. So I went back to the kids and I asked a more targeted question. How can we be more sustainable with our money? The most common answer was not to spend it all at once. See, even at the age of 6-year-old, they knew that nothing lasts forever. Another interesting answer was, we use the money we have and make more money. Sustainably, I added. And the kid was like, yes, of course, just make it last longer. My absolute favorite answer was, share all the money in the world until everyone has exactly the same amount. Won't that be awesome? I know, some of you might disagree, but sustainable economy is equal economic growth and generating wealth for all without harming the environment. Also, won't that end poverty as well? In this fast-moving world, the needs of the present and the future generation is expanding exponentially. Our needs can no longer be a parameter. Do we need a new definition of sustainability? If yes, what would it be? Maybe it would be a good idea to define it from the point of view of that sea turtle, not us. Her needs, not ours. After all, she is a true citizen of the earth, and her well-being will guarantee our well-being for generations to come. Till this day, when we hear the word sustainability, we think about the environment, climate change, also known as global warming, the pollution of air, land, and oceans. Does that mean if we get the planet sorted out in terms of our revolution byproducts, and we get the temperature in check, that we can finally be a sustainable species? What about equity, diversity, safety, inclusion? What about food security, water availability? What about equal health care? Yes, simple yet complicated. The issue is obviously dynamic, and it penetrates all aspects of our lives. Sustainability is not just the development that does not compromise the needs of the future generation. Sustainability is taking a step back from development altogether and examining the present generation and work together for re-inclusion of the human race back into the ecosystem. Sustainability is a drastic shift in our mindset to what we knew when we were 6 years old. Thank you.